All right, all right, all right. We are here. It's another Hump Day Wednesday. It's getting cold outside, and just came in from outside not too long ago, and it was so nice earlier, and now it is freezing, and that snow is coming. But we're here. It's a Hump Day. It's Wednesday. I'm Paul PvP Perez, and this is Betty. How are you? How you doing? This is weird stories that I've found online for the week. Enzi, what's up, buddy? This is weird stories that I found online for this week, February the 8th, 2017. Definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you some weird stories that I found that either made me laugh, I just found funny, or I just wanted to share that were just weird or nasty. We are live on Facebook, on Periscope. We're also live on YouTube and live on Instagram right now. And the website is improveandhavefun.com. This is Paul PvP Perez, and I'm going to go ahead and dig into these stories, the weird stories that I have found for the last week. All right, so here we go. Story number one. Social media making people antisocial and jealous. Yes, it's true. Social media is making people antisocial and jealous. I'll read you a couple of paragraphs here. The social media boom continues to make it easier than ever to stay in touch with loved ones in real time. Both the flourishing of new technology and the ability to be connected to anyone and everyone at any time, real-life human interactions could be suffering a heavy blow. That's the story there. A recent global study by Kaspersky Lab reveals that social media users are interacting less face-to-face than in the past because of this newfound ability to constantly communicate and stay in touch online. In the study, researchers found that about 1/3 of people communicate less with their parents, that's 31%, partners 23%, children 33%, and friends 35%, because they can simply follow them on social media. This may be doing more harm than good in a world where editing one's life to make it appear perfect is more appealing than naturally existing. Tanya, Josh, what's up? What's going on? And that is a new study that finds social media makes people antisocial and jealous. And it's a sad, sad state of affairs there, all right? So that's one story. Now let's move on to the next story. Once again, these are weird stories that I found online that I just found interesting that I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys here. The next story is novel combination of drugs could eliminate HIV. This is on the dailymail.co.uk. Scientists claim as they start groundbreaking trial. Groundbreaking human trial. It says, the bullet points here, Case Western Reserve University scientists are combining two AIDS treatments. The two properties have already been shown to reduce the viral load of HIV, but researchers believe they can go as far as to reduce latent HIV reservoirs, HIV-infected cells, which do not actively produce HIV, so are harder to target. This is very interesting. This, once again, the headline is novel combination of drugs could eliminate HIV, scientists claim as they start groundbreaking human trial. It's very interesting. I'll read you a couple of paragraphs here from this article here. It says, HIV could be eliminated by using a novel combination of drugs, claims a research team on the brink of an unprecedented experiment. And it goes on to say, scientists at Case Western Reserve University's medical school have been granted $2.5 million to try pairing two never before combined AIDS treatments in a human clinical trial. The properties, a natural protein that kills disease and a lab-made antibody, have been separately used in HIV suppressing drugs for years. Our current lineup of medication is highly effective. Roughly 30% of America's 1.2 million with HIV have reached an undetectable viral load, meaning treatment has suppressed the virus to the point that it is untransmittable. Very interesting stuff right there. All right, that's one story. Now we're going to the next story here, and U.S. News, every year they come out with the 100 best places to live in the USA for each year. And this year they've come out with their new rankings for the best places to live in the USA. I'm going to give you the top 5 going from number 5 to number 1. And I found this to be very interesting here. So the number 5 best place to live in 2017, according to U.S. News, the real estate section. The first one is Fayetteville, Arkansas. Fayetteville, Arkansas, the number 5 best place to live in 2017 in the United States. Place number 4, let me just read these other things. It says here, the quality of life is 7.4 out of 10, and the value is 7.9, whatever that means. The number 4 best place to live in the United States in 2017 is Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., they say that the quality of life there is a 6.6 out of 10, and the value is a 7.4. So that's very interesting there. The number 3 best place to live in the United States in 2017 is San Jose, California. San Jose, California. Say the quality of life there is a 7.7, but the value is a 6.1 out of 10. I don't know what that means. The number 2 best place to live in the United States in 2017 is Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado. You can get a sheesh there for free. Not for free, but without the Babylon coming to get you, definitely. And the quality of life there is a 6.8. JP, what's up? How you doing, my brother? The quality of life there is a 7. I'm sorry, the quality of life in Denver is a 6.8, and that's a 7.2 overall value out of 10. The second best place to live in the United States in 2017. Now, the number 1 best place to live, according to U.S. News, for the year of 2017, the best place to live in the United States is, drumroll please, Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas is the best place to live according to U.S. News, and that's very interesting there. Lisa, how are you? How you doing? And these are the top 5 best places to live in the U.S. according to the U.S. News. I'll just rattle them off super quick. Number 1 being Fayetteville, Arkansas. Number 2 being Washington, D.C. No, I'm sorry. Back that up. Number 5 being Fayetteville, Arkansas. Number 4 being Washington, D.C. Number 3 being San Jose, California. Number 2 being Denver, Colorado. And number 1 being Austin, Texas as the best place to live in the United States in 2017. All right, now moving on to the next weird story that I found online. The next one is here. It's I Just Do It for the Love. Britain's oldest DJ is still spinning records at the age of 80 years old. Still spinning records at the age of 80 years old. And I'll read you a couple of lines from the article here. This is on the express.co.uk. It says, an 80-year-old has been hailed as Britain's oldest DJ, still spinning records despite having a hearing aid and many of his fans dying off. That is a bad look, but a good look at the same time. It says a couple of the lines here. Party-loving pensioner Don Barker, nicknamed Don Disco, has been entertaining crowds with his favorite tunes for decades. He has always regularly attracted a devoted following of around 70 fans known as the Donettes, who turn up each week to boogie with him. Despite being recently fitted with a hearing aids for both of his ears and his crowd numbers diminishing with age, steadfast following of around 30 are still supporting him. That's so cool. And that's, once again, Britain's oldest DJ still spinning records at the age of 80. And that's amazing. It goes to all the DJs and sounds. You can still be doing it up to that age. That's impressive. Now, for a gross story of the week, because I love gross stuff, is this is on the mirror.co.uk. Once again, these are weird stories that I found online. What doctors found crawling inside this woman's skull will make you shudder. It says this woman had woken up with a crawling sensation in her right nostril, which became a burning feeling in her head. All right, that's the article there. And I'll read you a couple of the lines here from the article. It says, doctors were astonished when they discovered a live cockroach inside a woman's skull. Domestic helper Selvi, age 42, was woken up in the middle of the night when by a crawling sensation in her right nostril which became a burning feeling in her head. Baffled medics used a nasal endoscopy to find the creepy crawly sitting in the skull base between her eyes. It was like sitting like right here, this cockroach in this woman's head. They were forced to use clamps and a sucker to get it out, but miraculously the bug was still alive. It's this creep show all over again. Doctors said Selvi had ignored the scratchy sensation. The insect would have died, causing an infection close to her brain. So once again, that is what doctors find crawling inside this woman's skull will make you shudder. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. All right. Now we're headed to the second to last story here. This happened, I think, within the last couple of days here. All of these have happened more or less like within the last week. Is a mother furious after daycare worker breastfed her son. Yikes. Breast milk. Yeah, not cool right there. This happened in Carborough, North Carolina. A mother pushed for police to arrest a daycare worker she said was caught in surveillance video breastfeeding her child without her permission in Carborough, North Carolina, North Kakalaki. It says Casey Oxendine said she recorded video from the security footage inside Carborough Early School on Friday that shows a woman adjusting her top and bringing Oxendine's 3-month-old son to her chest to breastfeed him. Not cool. Oxendine works at the daycare as a pre-kindergarten teacher. On Friday, she said her son's teacher told her he was constipated. When another woman working in the nursery that day asked Oxendine if she could breastfeed the boy to see whether it would help. Oxendine told her no, not just once, but twice. Not cool, giving somebody else's kid your own breast milk. Not cool. All right. Now, the second to last, well, this is the last story right here for now. This is the last story here, and this is once again on themirror.co.uk, and the headline is, Family's Worst Nightmare When Rattlesnake Slithers into Toilet as 24 Terrifying Reptiles Invade Home. You're sitting on the crapper, and the little rattlesnake comes right up the toilet. Not cool. This is like a horror movie right now, okay? So the shocking discovery was made in Texas, and dozens of snakes were found living in the cellar and foundations of the house. Not cool, not cool. One of the family's worst nightmares became a reality after a rattlesnake slithered into their toilet as 24 of the terrifying reptiles invaded their home. I think that's a typo on the mirror.co.uk there. The adult rattlesnake was found in the toilet bowl, and another 13 were discovered in the cellar. This is totally a horror movie. And a further 10, including 5 babies, were found later living in the foundations of the infested building. Not cool. The terrifying discovery was made in Jones County near Buffalo Gap in Texas. Pest control company Big Country Snake Removal, that's legit their name, Big Country Snake Removal was called to remove the animals. And that is the last story for Weird Stories that I found this week of February the 8th, 2017. If you like this content, you can go on to the YouTube channel, which is improveandhavefun.com. You can check out the blog, or you can even check out my Facebook account. That's Paul Perez, and you can see the past weird stories that I've found online. And that's it for now. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. I very much appreciate it. Even if you see this afterwards, I very much appreciate it. Weird stories. I try to do one of these once a week, and once again, I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Periscope, on YouTube, and on Instagram. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And I am signing out.